Hi everyone, my name is Suzanne and I'm a Chinese metaphysics master in Hong Kong. Today we're going to continue my little series on the Shen Sha secrets. Shen Sha is a Chinese term for auxiliary stars, and that is a Bazi concept. Auxiliary stars appear in your natal chart, and they can bring certain energies into your chart that can enhance talents such as creativity or academic skills, money-making abilities, and so on. And depending on the components of your natal chart, you will be benefiting from certain auxiliary stars and then maybe also affected by certain other negative auxiliary stars, but even those you can make use of. Now, I am going to talk about a star today that is called the Professor Star. That's a star that is not often talked about and doesn't appear in most of the Bazi plotters, but I will give you the formula so you can determine whether or not you actually have it in the chart. So first off, plot your Bazi chart. You can use this link here and also post it in the description to the video. And this particular Bazi plotter is useful because you can see all the auxiliary stars in all the pillars down here. Now, or I don't want to say all of them, but the more important ones are noted here. Now, the Professor Star is one that is not indicated usually in a Bazi plotter, also not in this one here, because it's a slightly more obscure star. It's one that very few people talk about. But I'm giving you the formula here. It's very, very straightforward. So the reference point is the day stem. Now, this day stem can be found here. So this is the character that you have up here in the day pillar. So this person here has gung metal. This is the day stem for gung metal. Now in this list here, we're looking for gung metal here. And that means that the Professor Star is found in the snake. Now, if you have the snake in the chart, then you are blessed with the energies of this Professor Star. So we have the snake here in the year pillar. Now, it doesn't matter where the snake appears in your chart. Anywhere is fine, the year, the month, the day, or the hour, as long as you have it in the chart. We are not concerned with the luck pillar. We're not concerned with the annual pillar. Look at your natal chart. Now, as I mentioned, the Professor Star is rarely listed in the auxiliary stars. However, it often appears together with the study hall. With the study hall star. I may make another video about this one as well in a few weeks. Let's see how it goes. But today we're concentrating on the Professor Star. So if you have the Professor Star in the chart, as the name implies, this star can bring academic success. Now, it is not automatic success in academia. You actually need to do something for it. And this has more to do with higher education. Yeah. So if you would like to go maybe to university or have some higher education level, then this Professor Star is very, very, very useful. It helps you to prepare for exam, absorb new knowledge much, much faster, and understand complex problems. But that doesn't mean you can just say, okay, I've got this star in the chart. I don't have to study anymore. Yeah? If you have this Professor Star in the chart, it means that you should really take advantage of it and learn even more because it's easier for you to pick up new knowledge. It's easier to understand complex problems. And so therefore, it can lead to great academic success. Now, ideally, we want to see two particular stars in the same pillar as this Professor Star. So either the direct officer, DO abbreviated, or direct resource, DR. Yeah. So we want to see either or maybe even both, ideally in the same pillar. Now here we've got the Professor Star in the year pillar. So we would look up here. Do we have a DO or a DR up here? Not in this case. And then we look at the hidden stems at the one in the main C. Is this a DO or a DR, direct officer or direct resource? Again, no, this is a 7 killings. So you focus on only two positions or two locations, the one up here and the main C. We're not interested in the sub C. If you only have two hidden stems, then you focus on the one on the left, the one that is written in a slightly bigger font. And if you only have one, then obviously you focus on that one. So check whether you have a DO or a DR. Maybe you've got a DO up here and a DR at the bottom. That is ideal. That is really, really great. But even one of them is already good. It just amplifies the energy of the professor star. Now, if you don't have it, like in this particular case, it doesn't mean that the professor star is not effective. It is still very, very effective. But these two stars just give you an additional boost. Yeah. Now, if the professor star or if the pillar where the professor star appears in is in death and emptiness. So if you have a DE, a box that says DE in this pillar, in the same pillar where the professor star appears, then this is not so great. This then usually indicates a lack of progress or difficulties in your academic pursuits or difficulties in your studies. Yeah, so this is basically the opposite of the professor star. So this is not what we want to see. In that case, it may be actually harder for you to achieve any type of success in your exams or in school. Again, doesn't mean that you can just give up and say, well, you know, my chart tells me that I'm not going to succeed. Therefore, no. It just means it's a little bit harder. So without putting effort into it, you will definitely not make those grades. Yeah. But other than that, the professor star is a really, really positive one to have in your chart. All right. Hopefully this helped you guys. Let me know whether you have it in your chart and if there's a sort of academic subject that you are pursuing that you find really, really easy to grasp. Thanks to this particular professor star. Or you can also just contact me directly. I'm happy to do a comprehensive reading of your Bazi chart for you. Contact me, and my email address is in the description to the video. And yes, as always, in the meantime, thank you so much for watching and for supporting my channel. Please give this video a thumbs up, share it with anybody who may be interested, and subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys soon. Take care.